Clemson Tigers, Death Valley in Clemson, South Carolina. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Penn State Nittany Lions, taking on the 7th-ranked team in the land, the Clemson Tigers. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. The Nittany Lions will kick it away to start. He'll bring it out. It's Randall. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. That keeps the running game churning. Pickup for 5 to the 23.
And as an offensive coordinator, you don't need the perfect play with this guy as your running back. He's going to make the play perfect for you because he makes everybody miss. Spin moves, hurdles, stiff arms, speed, whatever it takes to move the sticks and score touchdowns.
He'll be forced out of bounds at the 28-yard line as this offense tries to mount a drive.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside. And David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of a spot.
Well, this is huge for this defense because they're playing against a Heisman-caliber quarterback, a guy that can hurt them in a variety of ways. They better be able to get pressure on him throughout the course of this game. They did right there.
It'll be 3rd and short from their own 33. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Wants to throw, it's Klubnik. Grabbed in the backfield, it's Haynes. Oh, he's got some space. Finds a little bit of room and finally wrestled out of bounds at the 43. And the Tigers look to keep this drive humming. Looking for space, it's Haynes. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's 1st down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Gets it out fast. At the 35, he's open. Purdy on the Jets. Almost took it all the way, but a huge gain, and he has him set up 1st and goal. The Tigers are in the hurry-up. They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Tigers.
The coaches always talk about starting fast and taking that opening drive and really setting the tone for the football game, and that is exactly what they did. And they finish it with a good brand of physicality, running the football, ending the drive, and getting off to the 6-0 start.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. Fielded in the end zone. It's Singleton. Knocked down right at the 25, and I guess he breaks even, bringing it out of the end zone. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. The give to the tailback. Got the 1st down and more. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Yeah, I'm so impressed watching this guy run the football. And I'll tell you, I think Joe Paterno would have loved this guy in his offense, too. His teams always prided themselves on being able to run the football, right? Be more physical than the opponent. This guy has the ability to just wear...
Makes the grab inside the 30. And this defense's head is spinning. He gets it down to the 27.
Well, you can see the effect that last run play had on the defense. They had a really good-looking run, and all of a sudden they come back with play action. Everybody bites. They play downhill, and it opens up a guy up top for the offense. Really nice job setting up that shot play to get an explosive one through the air.
The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. This offense always looking for those big, explosive plays, and now they've got it just inside the 30. That's caught. It's Singleton. Inside the 15, out of bounds at the 14-yard line. The offense looking for a score.
Now, you blitz me, I'm getting the ball out of my hands. Really good job understanding that by the offensive coordinator, this quarterback, seeing the blitz, getting the ball to a playmaker, letting him do some.
Got some room in it to the goal line. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Penn State!
This running back was not going to be denied. Nice blocking up front to create a hole for this running back, and he was able to take advantage.
The extra point here would tie the game. And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. From the gun, the running back looking for room. Able to pick up a couple before he's dragged down at the 19.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
To the air, it's Klubnik. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Was looking for a little more daylight for a big return, but he'll settle for the pick and setting his offense up at the 24. They'll be able to get off one more play before quarter's end. Looking to throw on first down. Quarterback floating away from pressure. It's caught downfield. They make the stop, but not before he wraps up this first period with a huge gain. That first quarter set the standard, and we hope we get a lot more of that here in the second. Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. Trying to barrel in. Touchdown, Nittany Lions. The offense puts up 6 for that trip to the end zone. A quick strike, just as we expected.
Yeah, and quick strikes are easy when you got such great field position. Obviously, when the offense starts in such a good spot, puts the defense in a bad position, and the offense takes advantage.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. They got the ball in great field position, and bam, bam, 2 plays and into the end zone. They already have the lead, and they apparently want more here in the first half, going for the onside kick. Cool as a cucumber as the hands team makes a sure catch.
We're only in the first half, and I don't think anybody had onside kick in the second quarter on their bingo card. They were trying to catch the opponent off guard, but it didn't work. Now let's find out what this offense could do. You have got to make them pay for gambling.
Quick pass on the jet motion. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this game.
And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44. The no-frills unis, but big-time swag from their backers in getting the sack.
Yeah, and we are linebacker U. We find linebackers year after year that get after the quarterback.
Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set set them up with a big play.
Man, another mistake by this. Listen, he is an elite quarterback. He's really, really good. He's pressing too much. Jesse, the #1 job of a quarterback, you better protect the football. I don't care how good you are.
Breaks into the open. At the 30. He's at the 10. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Penn State. There's a reason they call this dude a big playmaker. Moments just like that one.
Big-time playmaker. Can make plays all over the field from all different spots. That's why you got to find ways to give him touches as much as possible because he'll make it happen.
That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick.
And you don't see a lot of these. You don't see a lot of onside kicks earlier in the game, especially in the second quarter. You still feel each other out. You're still getting into the game. You don't want to give away that momentum, but that's exactly what they did by failing on that onside kick.
Brought down at the 28. A chunk play, 15 yards on that one, and a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Back to pass, it's Klubnik. Right down the middle. And he throws his third pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. The sudden change on the turnover, and man, he was looking for running room. Couldn't find that, but they'll have it at the 22. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. He wastes no time and comes out throwing, using the back as a receiver on the screen. He works his way up to the 33 and is pushed out of bounds. With the first down, they'll put it and play it from the 33. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Makes the grab, and it's enough for the first down before he's dragged to the ground.
How about this offense? They're rolling. They got a couple first downs together. Defense. Next, what's your response? What do you got? You got to make some adjustments here.
Floating away. Gets rid of it. The sure hands, it's Pena. And he was on his way, and they get him down at the 30.
And as a defense, how scary is it having to defend this guy? He's one of the fastest players in America, and you saw it on that last play. It's not necessarily throwing him the ball over your head. They just get it to him quickly. The hard part now is running and tackling that guy. Not easy to do.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Motion from the wideout. Quickly to the tight end. There he goes. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
This defense has got to be better in coverage. You want to get off the field, you got to keep defending. You got to do something to make the offense feel uncomfortable. So far, way too easy for this offense.
Scanning the field, it's Aller. Throws to the back. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Well, this offense is clicking. They've been doing it all first half, running the ball, throwing the ball. They add insult to injury with another touchdown here right before teams go into the tunnel. This defense, guys, they have got to find some answers, and they've got to regroup here at halftime.
Few anxious moments there, but the hands team true to its name as they make the grab and get the ball. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Wants to throw on first down. Caught in the backfield, it's Randall. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. The Tigers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Under fire. They get to him as he throws. And it is another interception. Just a terrible struggle for this quarterback. And they make the play to stop the scoring opportunity just before the end of the half. Waning seconds of the first half, let's see just how aggressive they'll be. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left.
This is going to be a tough situation for the offense. You're late in the first half. They're trying to find a way to generate some points before going into the locker room, but the defense is ready for it. So the windows are not going to be very big, especially when you're trying to attack vertically.
Throws toward the end zone. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Got some room to run. And he'll be brought down, and that's how we'll end the first half. Go ahead and roll the dice to start this second half. They're lined up for an onside kick. And a few anxious moments, but the hands team is able to fall on it.
Man, how about that? You come out of the locker room, you just had a little bit of a break, you rested, you told your club we're going to come out, and now we're going to be aggressive. We're going to kick an onside, even though we're winning and you failed. Now this defense better step up and respond.
Fires to the big fella. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here. The Nittany Lions come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. To the ground with the back. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. To throw, it's Allard. Fires to the wideout. Grabbed in the middle, it's Ross. He was working his way toward that goal line. They'll stop him at the 2 after the big play up top. And the Nittany Lions will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. They're going to run it. Touchdown, Penn State! Excellent pass by the back on the option.
Man, oh man, what a day. His 3rd touchdown rushing, showing you he's got a little bit of everything and padding those stats. And all you fantasy football guys, if you have my man at running back, that's a good day.
They'll try to follow that last touchdown with an onside kick. They were ready for the onside kick and executed perfectly, and they secure the football. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. Their defense came up with a big stop now to see if they can turn it into points. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
I love the play call there, and I love the run for a variety of reasons. Obviously, you're trying to settle your quarterback down after throwing 2 picks in the last 2 drives, but also you're able to generate a really nice game for this offense and make 2nd and short so much easier, so much more manageable. It just allows your quarterback, too, to take a breath and exhale.
And I love the change in decision-making, right? That was a much better job. Last possession, tried to force it in there through the interception. This possession, it's not there. Take off and scramble. Great job. You got enough athletic ability to do that. Big 3rd down conversion by this offense.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Here comes the heat. Incomplete. Looked as if he had his man, but just a misfire from this senior.
Well, this has been a day to forget if you're this quarterback. And I got to be honest, guys, I'm surprised he's still even in the game right now because he's had 0 rhythm. He hasn't been accurate. He's thrown a ton of interceptions. Most coaches would have pulled their guy by now. I know the guy I played for back in college, he would have pulled me about 2 interceptions ago.
They'd hope to be able to pick up enough after the catch, but a good stop leaves them with a 4th and short.
Really good job by the defense being physical, understanding the situation in the game. The ball's going to come out quick. You know that. Go make the tackle, force the 4th down.
They get him on the ground, but not before he rumbles all the way to the 5. Clemson is quick to the line. A 1st down run in the red zone. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Tigers. precision blocking up front. Created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
And the extra point is good. They still trail 35-14. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? So the kick goes out of bounds, and the ball will be placed at the 40 to start this drive.
On the set.
Dropping back, it's Allard. Fires to the middle. Hauls it in. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
To be honest, I think the quarterback was a little bit surprised himself with the play call that came in that time. You've got a 3-possession lead here in the third quarter of this game. You're probably expecting some short throws, some runs. And this play...
Deep shot for the end zone. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there.
Yeah, taking the shot down the field, I love it. Offenses have to do that. A lot of times offenses get pretty conservative, but take deep shots down the field. Try to make those big plays. Trust your wide receivers and your big play guys to make those shots down the field.
Oh, they're after him. And here's a fumble way behind the line. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
Well, defenses get excited when they see the quarterback in an empty backfield like that. They know, hey, if I'm not going to have to beat a running back or a tight end to get there, if I get to him, I might have an opportunity to knock this thing loose, and that's exactly what happened for the defense.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13.
And after taking a big loss on that run, you just wonder if you're on offense, if you may abandon that part of your game and just start trying to throw it. You're down by a lot here in the second half. Third quarter, you've got lots of time, but you need to throw the football to get back in this thing.
As we start the fourth quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one. So we open the final period with a third down play. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Not able to hook up there, incomplete. Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Converts on fourth down, still going. And he takes it all the way down to the 10-yard line. An explosive play for this offense.
The offense with a big opportunity in the red zone.
On the run, it's Haynes. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Operating in the red zone here on second down.
Here we go.
Looking to pass, it's Klubnik. Not quite in rhythm there, incomplete.
It's really hard to win football games when you're one-dimensional offensively, and that's the case. They just have not been able to get anything going, throwing it deep down the field. They haven't won their one-on-one matchups. Quarterback has missed some throws, and as a result, in the fourth quarter, they barely have 100 yards passing, and that's why they're losing.
And that is the play this defense had to have. Did you look in the secondary right there? I mean, he was open, guys. Like, that would have been a touchdown, and this defense got to the quarterback, hit him as he's throwing the football, forced the errant pass.
He's got it in more than enough for a first down. And he's on his way. He'll go all the way. Touchdown, Clemson. Looking for the two-point try. Wants to go up top. Almost had the completion. Just missed it. So the kickoff team will come out after they turned in a score on that last drive. He'll bring it out. It's Singleton. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Opening play of this drive comes from the 12-yard line. They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
The defense, obviously, at this point is trailing. They need to get the football back. They're expecting run. They know the offense is going to try and bleed the clock, so you got to be good at the point of attack. They were right there. They gave up nothing on that run.
Shoots it to the left. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
And you see this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
Big third down play here. If they get a stop, you'll see an immediate timeout. Caught in the backfield. It's Singleton. And boy, is he close to that first down. Maybe just a couple of inches short.
All right, they get the completion. Don't get the first down. So we've got a massive decision now, 4th and inches. Personally, I like QB sneak. I think that picks it up right here. No matter where you are in the field, you can keep this drive going.
Hold and finds his man on the left. Will not get there. A 4th down stop. Great place to start for this offense. Looking downfield, it's Klubnik. Lets it fly deep downfield. Throw into the end zone, and it's picked off.
And it's nice to play defense when you know it's a passing situation. They've got to throw the football. They don't have another option. You could tell they took advantage of that, played great D, broke on the football, and forced the INT and put one nail in the coffin.
Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. To the air on 2nd down. Flushed out of the pocket. Got a man, it's Singleton. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. On 3rd down, going up top. Spits it out to the back. Complete and looking for enough for the first down. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. Desperately wanted to convert on 4th down, but couldn't do it. Sends it back in motion. Looking to throw on 1st down. Good timing on the quick out. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. And the Tigers can really attack on this 2nd and short. Back to pass. Just a short pass to the tight end. They make the stop, not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down. Looking to throw for it. And it's another interception as his assault on the record book continues. That's the way this defense wanted to wrap it up. Make a play themselves, finish off the game, and the offense can kneel it out from here. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back.
And that's exactly what I want from my offense. Like, listen, they're out of timeouts. I want this clock to tick. Now, we have seen some college coaches across college football continue to run the football and also give up the football and give a gift to the other team. This one's over if I just take a knee.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Really nice job stopping the run, but the problem is you have 0 timeouts left. You cannot stop the clock right now if you're the defense, so this has got to be excruciating for them. They know the offense is just going to take their time before they snap the ball.
Keeps looking downfield. He'll try to do it himself. They get him stopped and out of bounds at the 45-yard line, and the big play has this offense ready to mount a threat. The Nittany Lions will have it 1st and 10. From the gun. Give on the inside. They'll get the timeout with 5 seconds remaining to play. And after this play, the cake will be baked. They've softened them up with a run. Now to throw it. Can't make the connection. Incomplete pass, and 1 second remains.
You don't get a lot of chances like that in games, guys. Take shots downfield, and when you get open, you got to finish the play. The wideout's going to wish he had that one back.
Back to throw, it's Aller. Quarterback extends the play. They make the stop and the clock strikes 0, and that will do it for this one. I know both of these teams were ranked